Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News, and we have a Bachelorette episode, week 3 tonight, Jen Tran's season. And if you're new here, what we like to do is watch the different trailers. The show usually cuts together some fun stuff for us to look at. So let's get right into it, and I'll be back tomorrow, as always, to give you my recap. If you want the earliest version of my Bachelorette recap, I'll have that on the Rush Hour podcast. That'll be up on midnight tonight. That'll be tomorrow's episode. I do an afternoon episode, which will be up in like 2 hours, and then we'll have another one. So if you want all the pop culture, you can get it right there, the Rush Hour with Dave Neal. All right, Jen says, somebody get me a towel, and I'm not going to speculate as to whether she's clammy and maybe has some sweaty skin or what. I don't know what's going on, but let's check out these different trailers right here.
As a woman, you know, it's important to know what's down under their hearts.
Boo! So stupid joke. I like that she's doubling down on it. I like a guy with a big personality. I like to know what's down under their hearts. Their penises. That's what you meant to say.
Okay. As a woman, you know.
So that's it. That's all we got for that reel. Yes, we'll be watching tonight's episode. Even a trigger warning. Tonight's episode of The Bachelorette contains images of a graphic nature, including scantily clad men thrusting and gyrating. If you have a weak heart or raging libido, viewer discretion is advised, which is why, of course, I shared a disgruntled Yosef. That's my disgruntled Yosef. What would his daughter's like probably in college by this point. The joke's been so old. We still like it, though. Here we go. Continue.
Today, we are at the historic Forum Theater in Melbourne. So I thought today we'd really check out a performance from a local talent group.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that.
And by the way, yeah, totally not here to judge people on their looks. But I have to say, Jen is just scene stealing in her charisma and beauty.
As soon as I see these guys on stage, I'm thinking we're gonna have to strip today.
Obviously, we know exactly how to get Bachelorettes excited. So today, we want you to prove that you've got what it takes to be with Jen.
That guy puts the might back into Vegemite. All right, folks. He puts the shrimp back into Bobby.
I think to be able to express confidence in an area like this is gonna speak volumes.
I think it would be fun if they gave one guy a unrippable shirt, like say Sam right here. Everyone else gets a shirt that's easy to rip, and they just make his out of Kevlar, and he's like, I can't do it. And they just get to watch his eyes melt away.
I mean, I think right now, Sam and I have a very palpable sexual tension. Somebody get me a towel.
Again, if I were, I would cross-examine and say, for what, Jen? What are we talking about here?
Today.
All right, so then they go on. Thunder in Vegas commented, although my guess is they're not going to call it Thunder from Down Under because they probably were too stingy to get the rights to Thunder from Down Under. So they're going to call it a electrical storm from south of the hemisphere. You know what I mean? They're going to make a generic version of it. But there's nothing generic about Jen. Good graphics. All right, more shirt ripping.
It's gonna be nasty.
Today we're just doing sexy astronaut.
You really surprised me today.
Now, some would like to have the conversation that on The Bachelor, they would never subject the women to such frivolous, reptilian, physical sort of exploitation, which is true. I mean, it is true. I don't blame them. I think we can all handle watching these guys sort of dick around, for lack of a better term. But either way, it is, listen, the only skin you're going to get on this show is when it's Bachelorette, everyone strips down and does dodgeball or whatever, sort of sport du jour there is.
Somebody get me a towel.
All right, so anyway, they go on and on. It was kind of a repeat of the previous one. Here we go. Here's a deleted scene. This is a very fun deleted scene from Bachelorette.
Like I already gave Spencer Spence. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I just go by my initials. AO.
Album
D, baby. Nah, most people call me Dill. My grandma calls me Dill Pickle.
I like that. Nah, you're a nickname guy. Do you have any nicknames?
Yeah, I have, back in when I was a kid, so like I used to wet my diapers like a lot. So they call me Boggy. So like Boggy means like your pants were baggy.
Baggy
So
diapers.
they like, yo, Boggy. So you see my uncle, you see my family, they're like, yo, Boggy, wagwan.
This guy is transcendentally good on reality TV. He's so interesting, funny without trying. I really love that they're sharing these deleted scenes, and I would love to offer, if I had the power, a first ballot flight to Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, that's hilarious, though.
Yeah, Boggy.
That's funny.
All right, justice for Boggy right there. Hakeem's facial expressions are the best. Team Hakeem, yeah, I mean, everybody loves him. What a good group of men. Yes, so far, we do see that the men seem to be bonding right here. And the buck stops with Hakeem. All right, Jen headed over to Barstool Sports to see if they know Bachelorette lingo. Let's click on this.
Do you know what a hooju is?
A hooju.
All right, asks him what a hooju is. Probably doesn't give credit to Game of Roses, who I believe coined the term.
Thinking HUGAU, hook up, just
jump up.
I don't know what a hooju is. Hooju?
Let's see if the boys in the office know Bachelorette lingo. What is a fantasy suite?
Ooh, a fantasy suite? Something with fantasy football, maybe?
What is a 2-on-1?
2-on-1? I'm guessing that this is a sexual reference. Two people from one gender having sex with the person from the opposite, maybe?
Close.
What's a 2-on-1?
We know what a 2-on-1 is. You know what a 2-on-1 is. Go ahead.
A 2-on-1? I would say a menage a trois or a threesome.
What's a final rose?
Final rose? Is that when the person wins the Bachelor?
Yes.
What is a fantasy suite?
That's when they get to hook up, they get to have a sleepover with no cameras.
What are these fucking questions? And what's a 2-on-1?
There's apparently two people go on a date with the Bachelor or the Bachelorette at the same time.
Oh, okay. Why would they do that? Final rose is the person that wins, right?
I think that's every time they do a final rose.
That's a lot of roses.
They propose at the end.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides,
All right, Francis clearly doesn't care, and I don't blame him. So let's see. Do we have any other? Let's do this one. One more. So this is a fun social media series where you go on a jog with somebody and get interviewed. Listen, isn't interviewing hard enough? Why do we got to go in jogs or drive around? Like, can't we just interview people? I'm out of breath sitting here. I couldn't imagine running through Central Park.
Hey, I'm not running with you. How about we hand out some roses instead? Okay, fine. I am really good at handing out roses. Hi, my name's Jen Tran, and you might recognize me as the new Bachelorette this season.
And you're the first Asian American Bachelorette.
It's been crazy because I haven't had a role model of an Asian American on TV before. So to finally have this now and kind of be the role model and see the bilingual.
And by the way, you don't get enough credit here for the production quality. The audio is so good, and the stabilization. I don't know what they're using to stabilize this, but very good. Very well done.
Family on TV, it really hits home. My mom, she didn't want me on TV. When I first told her about it, she was like, you're gonna have to hire a fake mom because I'm not doing this. But she was practicing English for it. Excuse me, will you accept this rose? Take it. Watch The Bachelorette. One down, a couple more to go.
I think this is great. They should do this every day to promote the show.
I just finished watching you on the season of The Bachelor. What is the timeline like?
It was such a quick turnaround. We finished filming Joey's season, then had like a few months break, and then I was announced. I went straight into filming after I was announced. It's kind of been a whirlwind, but also I did 2 PA school rotations in between. People are so shocked, and they're like, Jen's not going back to school. Like, she's gonna be a reality TV star forever. I'm like, have you seen Kim Kardashian? She went to law school. So.
She also didn't pass the bar and is not a practicing lawyer, so maybe that's a bad.
I am going back to school, and I kind of just like doing it all. Excuse me, will you accept this rose? Yeah,
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Perfect.
So I know you have a thing that you love doing, which
Oh,
is called
gosh.
shot o'clock, right?
Oh, I see it. I see it. I like people that have a good time, so I always give them shots, and then it turned into like, it's shot o'clock, guys, and now my friends are like scared to come over my house because it's.
I'm not anti-alcohol. I think it has a time and a place. Plenty of us wouldn't get laid without a nice shot to start the night. But I would roundly reject if Jen Tran found me for a shot. If she wants to give me a shot of cold brew or maybe a shot of Celsius energy drink, I'm all on board. I will chug. I will do an old fashioned a funnel or even shotgun of Celsius. But alcohol, it's like, who's got the time?
It's constantly shot o'clock.
What is your favorite alcohol of choice?
Tequila. You know me, tequila.
Ooh.
Shot o'clock.
Shot o'clock. Cheers.
There's absolutely no way this runner is doing it.
A little bit of a kick after. Type of the chills.
It's in my nose.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I'm never taking a shot at gin again.
Okay, maybe they did that. All right, good stuff. A plus, and I truly mean that. This, I hope they're paying Jen extra to do this social media. You have to understand the level at which standard advertising is dead. I mean, I shouldn't say this because sometimes they, pay for my podcast and all. Join at the Rush Hour with Dave Neal. But my point is that Jen running around doing different people's social media and TikTok challenges and things like that is far more effective than just like paying money to go shove, a clip down someone's throat. We get to see more of Jen right here than we would get in, all of last season of Joey's season of The Bachelor. So very well done. Tonight's episode 3. Tonight begins the end of Act 1, which if you look at the whole season of the show as a 3-act, end of Act 1 is where you'll get the most debaucherous and least or most surface level fights. It's where the inevitable 2-on-1 will finally be formed. The villains who really hate each other will come head to head. Then that'll resolve itself by episode 4 and 5. And then the Act 2 will be really falling in love with these guys. Act 3, the last 2-3 episodes of the season, will be the torment of meeting the families and the fantasy suites and all of that jazz as she gets to her final choice, if she's so lucky to make one. And we'll be here to cover it. I got more content coming your way. All of your pop culture and entertainment news will be next on the Rush Hour with Dave Neal, everywhere you listen to podcasts. We'll see you then.